BASKEY. Welcome to the Town Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast. I am your host, Adam Hess, and with me on every other week, he did not make the Brutalist, but he sure looks like a guy who would have. It's Tyler Carcara. Tyler, how you doing this week?
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel great. Basketball is so back. We're so back.
It is. It is.
I would like, with no exceptions, I would like to not mention my team today. Everything's going fine. Everything's great. Don't worry about it.
We'll talk about my team a little bit just because I had some intrusive thoughts about them that we're going to go through. But when it got down to the top, when we're going to do our league pass recommendations for the next 2 weeks, you'll notice a conspicuous lack of either one of our teams.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Magic did win last night, but it was against the Hornets, who started 3 rookies. So, hey, you want to talk about someone? I know we're gonna do all NBA teams, but all rookie teams. Ryan Kalkbrenner, pretty good.
I got some thoughts on him. Don't worry. I got some Kalkbrenner thoughts.
Yeah.
Can we have a spin-off podcast where we cover
about Ryan Kalkbrenner?
Yeah, we'll call it Talking Cock.
Yeah, Talking Cock. I love it. So, Adam, I was thinking before we get started today, do you want to derail the podcast for 15 minutes to talk about Bugonia now, or do you want to wait until the end like a real podcast?
Let me ask you this. Do you have 15 minutes worth of Bugonia thoughts?
I don't, actually. I
think
have
I got like
thoughts.
8. I think I got like 8 minutes worth of Bugonia thoughts.
I have like one funny letterbox take about Bugonia, and like that's kind of it, really.
How about this? Let's do this like professional podcasters in the most ESPN way possible. We'll do our first 2 segments, but before we get to our top 5 and bottom 5 league pass games,
we'll derail the podcast.
We'll talk about Bugonia there. So that way, people that want to listen to basketball got to stick around.
Yeah, exactly.
We suck them into the middle of our podcast.
Yeah, we're so good at this.
Well, let's get into it. 2 weeks into the NBA schedule, sort of like 1.5 or something. Like I think it started on a Tuesday for some reason. For the sister podcast of this, the BASKEY, where we just talk hockey, Mike and I picked Team Talent Alone, but only for 2 weeks because we keep screwing it up when we pick it for a whole season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're doing it on 2-week cycles where we pick a Team Talent Alone where we're going to follow for the next 2 weeks. And we picked the Montreal Canadiens, which has been a blessing in disguise because for some reason they play exclusively at the same time as like the deep West Coast games for the NBA. So I haven't had to watch the Lakers be better than my team despite being down Luka or LeBron for the entire week.
It's funny. I do listen to the Talent Alone pods. I do skip the hockey pods just because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Understandable.
Can I ask, is the Montreal Canadiens, is it like a baseball thing where you're like, why are they the White Sox? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And it's like, oh no, well, it was they picked the name in 1904.
Yeah. It's a team that has existed since like 1927. Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense then. Because in baseball, it's like if you go back and look at the original Major League Baseball, it's like the Akron Orphans, and you're like, what?
Jesus, is that a real one?
Yeah, there's a I can't remember, I don't think it's Akron, but there's definitely a team that was the Orphans.
Holy shit, wait, hold on.
There's the Bridegrooms was another one, was pretty good.
The 1998 Chicago Orphans.
The Chicago Orphans, yeah, there you go.
The Chicago Orphans. Look at that.
Midwest team.
How about that? Played on West Side Park. You and I have both lived in Chicago at various times.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 guesses.
Where West Side
Park is. On
the west side?
It is on the west side.
I actually don't. I've never heard of that neighborhood. I got to be real.
Yeah, me either. It's just east of the medical district.
Just east of. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So there you go. Above Roosevelt Square, it's like near west. But it's south of the Eisenhower. So.
Oh, okay. I'm already forgetting my names. Of the because every city has a different like naming structure for their highways. Yeah. Right. Chicago is one where they give them all like president names or whatever. In LA, it's just the number, right? We just say the number, but with the in front of it.
Yeah,
like not the PCH. It's just PCH. It's not the PCH.
Oh, I think
even though that would make the most sense.
Got it.
It's the 405, the 10, and PCH.
Okay. And PCH is the one that Francis
You
McDormand
could call
is
it
on
the
in
one.
Nomadland.
You could call it the one. You know,
The one? Oh, okay. Is it the one? Is it Highway 1?
It is Highway 1. It is Highway 1.
That's the first one, huh?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. But yeah, it's the one Francis McDormand's on.
I had a quick aside here. I had a friend when I was in community college who came out of the closet. She had a very religious upbringing. Came out of the closet when we were in community college, and her dream was to always hike the Pacific Coastal Trail. Is it PCT? Is that what it is? Like the big mountainous trail all the way. Yeah. So her dream was always to hike that. And after she finished up college, she went out west to go hike that. And then the last update I heard from her, she was engaged to a guy. So I guess California really changes people, you know?
Yeah. You know what? It really does. I think that the PCT is like, you know, the Appalachian Trail? The Appalachian Trail. Yeah. So the Appalachian Trail is like famously, it's not like sketchy. You're in the woods, but there's always people around up and down the Appalachian Trail. But like that's where like horror movies happen. There's something about California where it's like the PCT is just like beautiful nature. Like horror movies don't happen on the PCT.
Which is crazy.
But they do on the Appalachian Trail.
That's where the Zodiac killer killed people, right?
I mean, he just killed people in and around San Francisco. The PCT does run through there, so I think he killed them in like Marin County and like the neighboring area to where the Golden Gate Bridge is, like north of San Francisco.
This is my in my head. Let me explain California geography, and then we'll actually talk about basketball.
Yeah.
So this circle I'm holding up in front of me, this is Southern California, with this where my thumbs meet being the Mexico border.
Yeah.
Everything in here is L.A., Oakland, San Francisco, every city you've ever heard of. All right, and then
San Francisco is going to be so mad at you. Then
you go way up here, and that's Sacramento, and that's all. That's to me, that's California geography.
You know, one last thing about California geography and the people here, and then we could talk about basketball. Well, this is kind of geography based, or kind of basketball based. You know how in Chicago, it's like people are like, I'm from Chicago, and you're like, no, you're not. You're from Naperville. Like that's kind of like a thing around Chicago. You know who the pickiest motherfuckers are about like you're not from there is when people say they're from the Bay, which is like the San Francisco and surrounding areas.
Yeah.
They're the pickiest motherfuckers. I've never met more people where I'm like standing around and listening to a conversation and it's like, I'm from the Bay. Oh, where at? And they'll like say a city name. And they're like, that's not the Bay, dude. Like they'll just say it to their face. It's like Oakland, San Francisco. And like, I think that's it. I think if you don't have one of those area codes, you're done. You're not in the Bay.
Everyone's got a gatekeep, especially at the Golden Gate Bridge. Am I right, folks?
Yeah.
What do you have more?
I was just gonna say you should know San Francisco's 6 hours north of LA. I feel like you should know that.
Okay, but here's the thing: are there parts of LA that are 6 hours north of LA?
Depends on the time of day.
Exactly. LA is huge and covered in traffic. Those are the two things I know. I also I was born in Japan, but if we discount that, the furthest west I've ever been in my life is Chicago. So,
when are you
California?
The Clippers Magic in February. You want to come out?
Wait, when am I going to France? I'm going to France in April. I think I could fuck around and go to Clippers Magic in April. You know who's coming to Chicago next week? Victor Wembanyama.
You got tickets?
I'm trying to go. I'm trying to see if anyone else wants to go before I go alone. Honestly.
Yeah, that's my thing is if I can't get anyone to go with me in February to Clippers Magic, I'm just gonna go on my own because I bet those tickets will be cheap.
Yeah. Well, by then the Clippers will just be the corpse of Chris Paul being dribbled by James Harden. So,
what are the odds? And we can let's use this as a segue to talk about basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
What are the odds that Chris Paul plays more games than Kawhi Leonard and Bradley Beal combined this year?
Ooh. When's the last time Chris Paul played 82 games? Did he play 82 games last year?
No. He definitely did not. But I think he played more than 65.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing that I thought about. He played 82 last year.
He played 82 last year?
Chris Paul played 82 games last year.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul's the best, dude.
He might be a lock.
I'm so mad that he doesn't have a ring. That guy rocks.
He might be a lock to play more games than Bradley Beal and Kawhi Leonard combined.
Yeah, he might be.
That was the whole thing.
He's played all 4 games already this year. He's not missing time.
People's whole offseason thing with Chris Paul, or not Chris Paul, with the Clippers, where they were like, they brought in John Collins, they brought in Bradley Beal, they got Chris Paul, they're gonna be so good. And I was like, but John Collins and Bradley Beal do not play that much basketball.
Yeah. And that's how I felt. Look, my predictions for the upcoming season are mostly bearing out correct with the few obvious exceptions, you know?
Yeah.
I also want to say I went on the NFL pod and I predicted Miami Dolphins #1 pick in the draft, and that pick, that was my hot take, and that still might stand, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Just fired Chris Greer.
yeah.
So now when they get the #1 pick, they'll actually have someone competent making it.
Let's get Quinn. Oh boy, I can't. Who are they going to draft?
Well, I think it'd be really fun if they just went back to the in-state well and got Carson Beck out of Miami.
That'd be funny. Yeah. I think they should draft Drew Aller. I think he'd fit in
that
Miami.
is my running joke on the NFL pod. I just keep saying everyone's going to draft Drew Aller.
Have you seen the texts? Have you seen the Instagram messages? Drew Aller's Instagram messages?
No, what's this?
So my buddy's a Penn State fan. Well, he's got to talk about basketball. My buddy's a Penn State fan. And when they lost to UCLA, he sent my buddy, texted us just a screenshot of a DM, an Instagram DM that Drew Aller sent this girl. This girl screenshotted it and posted it on Twitter. And then my buddy just tagged it with "too busy eating ass." And the text is basically like, "You want to meet up tonight? Practice ends at 5." And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "Send me a picture of that ass." And she's like, "What? How?" And he's like, "Bend and spread." It's like, she's like, "Whoa." It's basically like, send me a picture of your butthole.
Jesus Christ.
He's like at practice. Hypothetically, when these texts are sent, he's at a practice.
I kind of hope he was under center. I wish that at any point in my life I had the unearned confidence that young male athletes have.
Oh my God, it's the best. They have no game. They have no riz. They have no riz.
Neither do I, though. So, to be fair.
Yeah, but you're not like. But no offense, you're not. Drew Aller. You're not the starting quarterback for Penn State.
That's fair.
Yeah.
My whole game is just to be tall, and it's worked out fine for me so far.
Yeah, same. Are you taller than me?
I don't know. I haven't seen you in years. Well, I said that as a joke. I literally haven't. Been in the same room.
Yeah, I've been in the same room with you for 2 years. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm coming to Chicago in December. We should pod in person.
We should pod in person. That's great. Yeah. There you go. Future in-person pod with Tyler Karkar in Chicago. Once again, making it to where we can't just hang out. It has to be content.
This always happens.
Let's get to basketball thoughts here. We're starting off week 1 intrusive thoughts. I did my best to, as the week went on, just always have my notes open when I was watching basketball. And if I had like a thought that just crept into my mind, to write it down.
Yeah, for sure. So
mine's going to start off with the truly fan-centric, apocalyptic, just misery thought, which is the Timberwolves window is already closed. It's not closing.
Buddy.
It's already closed. It's shut. The door
that's tough.
Slammed shut. The Gobert is over.
I guess the window for this team as it's currently constructed is yes, but isn't Anthony Edwards like 24?
Yeah, he's 24, and which is funny because second-year player Terrence Shannon Jr. is 25.
There's room for another era. There's a room for another Gobert.
There's room for a non-Gobert, but in the first 5 games, they've allowed 49 to Luka, 33 to Siakam, 43 to Murray, and a 25-point triple-double to Jokic, and 28 points, and a buzzer beater in the lane to Austin Reeves, which supposedly the reason you get Gobert is to stop a buzzer beater in the lane. And I've been a big Gobert defender.
Yeah.
I think Gobert is the singular reason that we made it past the Lakers last year and Denver the year before.
Yeah.
But boy, does it hurt when you when you have in the conference finals in back-to-back years, fucking SGA and Luka just smoking Gobert.
Yeah, it's not great, I would say. Julius Randle's playing pretty well.
I may have him on my All-NBA team.
I may as well.
Look at that.
And guess what? I don't have the other guy on your team. Yeah, I don't know, man. The first 5 games of the year are always. I know we're always like, don't overreact to the first week of the season. That everyone overreacts to the first week of the season. I feel like basketball is the worst about it.
Fun. It's so much fun to overreact. How could you not?
It really is. I mean, mainly. Like, look at it this way. I did the math recently because I was curious. We at 5 games into the NBA season, we're still under the percentage point of the season completed that week 1 of the NFL ended at. So we haven't even gotten through week 1 of the NFL, if you want to put that
crazy.
sort of mindset on. So that's sort of how I'm trying to maintain my sanity. Can I share my team intrusive thought as long as we're crying to each other?
This would be the sad boy corner.
Sad boy corner. Intrusive thought. I kind of think Franz is better than Paolo.
Oh my god.
It's just an intrusive thought. I don't know if I stand by that take, but this season Franz has been playing so much better than Paolo, and people are starting to raise red flags about Paolo. He apparently can only shoot threes in the playoffs, which I guess if there's a time for him to learn to shoot threes, it would be then. But like Franz shooting 45% from 3 this year, Paolo's shooting 20% from 3 this year. The first 3 games of the season, Paolo was fucking terrible. Like, his stats were okay, but like if you watch those games, he had no idea what he was doing with that offense. He had no idea where to go. He was like, now that he's no longer the only scoring option on that team, he's like, wait, you can't just put me on the block and let me go to work every single possession. I don't have 24 seconds to get a mediocre shot and then score over a guy because I'm built like 6'8" Shaq or whatever. Franz is just like a really good additive player. Franz is a better defender than Paolo. I'll stand by that right now. Franz is better at defense than Paolo.
Scrappy white guy.
Yeah, well, he's just in passing lanes. He has so much length at the 3 that he's just like, he's in passing lanes. He's gobbling up smaller wings. Like, he covers ground. Like, I feel like it's the white guy slow thing. He's not slow. He's
not slow. He's athletic. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys who like covers ground in 3 steps, and you're like, oh, he's so slow, but you're like, no, he just covered ground. He went from the 3-point line to the rim in like 2.5 steps. Like, he can move.
Let me ask you this about the Magic, and this is our weekly House of Dynamite tie-in. Where on the DEFCON scale is it's time to fire Jamal Mosley right now?
I'm at like DEFCON 2.
Woo!
I really
am. In the air. Yeah.
It's, well, if you're a Magic fan and you've been watching this team for 3 years, it's the same. They don't have it, He just doesn't have the juice. He got people bought in on defense, and that's great. But they're not bought in on offense, clearly, because there is no offense. They don't. I just think they have no ideas. There's nothing. They're like, okay, we'll play 5 out with space, and it's like, okay, that's just all that does is make it harder to do the one thing you're good at, which is play defense.
Where did he come from? Where was he coaching before?
He was the assistant coach in Dallas. He was the lead assistant in Dallas.
Because he's got real Celtics feel. That like 5 out that they run makes sense when you have the Celtics roster.
Honestly, you know what it's similar to is what the Grizzlies were doing last year.
Yeah.
When Desmond Bain brought it with him. Do you know Desmond Bain has the same jersey number this year that KCP did last year? Do you think that's why he forgot how to shoot?
That's not good.
That's bad, right? Good. That's a bad omen, for sure.
So I just pulled it up. DEFCON 2 means near nuclear war.
Yeah.
DEFCON 1 means nuclear war imminent. So we're not at nuclear war imminent yet with Jamal Mosley. But we're at nuclear war.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with Jamal Mosley is like, I feel like if 40 games into the season, they're like 15 and 25 or whatever, and the offense is stagnating and they can't play defense anymore, like clearly a new voice is needed. That's kind of where I'm at.
Random thought that just occurred to me, speaking of firing people. It's so weird that Miami fired Chris Greer right now, because like you assume that when someone gets fired, it's like, well, you're not doing your job well enough right now. What did Chris Greer do in like the last 2 weeks to make you think, Well, it's time to fire Chris Greer.
Yeah. What about Thursday night where they like, well, I wasn't sure about that Tua contract, but then I saw this Thursday night game.
Yeah.
That's the one that tipped the scales for me.
All right, I'll give you my next intrusive thought here. I think VJ Edgecombe might be a top 5 guard in the East already.
Right now.
Already, yeah. So I put down that intrusive thought, and then I tried to research it to see how I feel about it afterwards. I can only definitively find 3 guards I'd put over him right now in the East.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey.
Ooh. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey. Okay, let me think. You like right now.
Right now,
you would take. Yeah, shit.
like Cade.
I would. Yeah, cool. Well, that's the thing. I think for this season, I would probably take Cade, but if I was picking a guy for the future, I would probably take Edgecombe. Right?
I mean, I would take him right now over Cade.
I don't know. I saw Cade crush the Magic the other night. He's good. I know his team is so bad. That's where I'm at with the Pistons. Yeah. Is that team around him is just a whole bunch of guys who are not good at basketball.
You know, they could really use like a knockdown, like 23-minute a night shooter. If only there was one of those floating around who was on their team last year. And
they could really use anybody who can play basketball. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I like Jalen Duren. That's the only guy on the roster that I like.
They're really over-indexing into Isaiah Stewart and Oscar Thompson, who I like both those players on their own, but man, it really hurts when they can't shoot a basketball into a basket.
They could use a Desmond Bane type.
I was thinking a Malik Beasley type.
Yeah, I know that's what you're going for. I just no gambling talk today, Adam. That's my rule. You want me on the pod every other week? Don't talk about gambling.
I'm fine with that. I had such a serious conversation the other day about something that's never going to happen, but Mike and I were talking, and I was like, I think that if a gambling company reached out to us, I wouldn't take the ad. And I had like a very serious conversation about that with Mike, and I was like, this is never going to happen. When is a gambling company ever going to reach out and be like, hey, we want to pay you money to read an ad for us?
Yeah. That's not, listen, maybe this pod pops off in the next year,
We are almost at 200 episodes of this pod.
And,
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying we're nearing 200 episodes. That's so many fucking episodes of this podcast that I've listened to twice.
As far as Eastern Conference guards that VJ Edgecombe is better than, how do you feel about Jaylen Brown? Is he a guard?
That was my question there. He's also off to a super hot start. I don't like he's either a combo guard or
he's definitely
a
wing swing. He's a swing.
Yeah, he's a swing.
Sure.
Yeah. So he's like, if you want to call him a guard, I would put him ahead of VJ Edgecombe.
I'd take Edgecombe over LaMelo Ball. Yeah, for sure. I'm just looking at some Eastern Conference guards right now.
Yeah.
We're forgetting about Cam Thomas. Yeah.
Don't make jokes. He'll tweet at us.
Cam Thomas will?
Isn't he the one that got into the thing with Zach Lowe?
Oh, maybe he was.
Yeah.
That's fine. Come at me, Cam Thomas. If that'll raise the profile of this podcast.
Oh, I call out Bill Simmons on here all the time. I challenge him to fights. So
yeah.
Let's keep calling people out. Someone's got to answer at some point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever like looked up, like sometimes you have to like search Bill Simmons podcast on Spotify or whatever, and like the other day I was looking at it, and the second one down it's the Bill Simmons podcast, and it's a guy who covers the Bill Simmons podcast. He like talks about that might be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
That guy might have a great beat though.
He does. It's got like 400 reviews on Spotify. It's like people listen to it clearly.
It's like whenever, like I'm not on like YouTube Shorts or anything like that, so I get those things sent to me sometimes where someone is like watching a video in the foreground while they sit in the background, and then they do what's explained in the video and go, "It worked," and that's like a whole industry. Like I feel like the Bill Simmons podcast guy is doing the audio version of that.
It's funny when we did the podcast, my comedy podcast we did for a long time. We did an episode where we pretended to be my brother, and me. Like we each picked a brother, and we just did an episode of that, like pretending to, and we just did an episode of my brother, and me as them. But like that was like a bit, and we did it once.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we did that every week as like a fan pod? You know?
Yeah, I think I would have to do a wellness check on you. I'd have the police come out and make sure everything was okay.
Pretty good.
The Mavs should blow it up.
Oh, that was one of mine. That was definitely one of mine.
Here's the thing. Like, I get that Cooper Flagg is the youngest player in the NBA. I'm a little bit worried about him to start off, and I think that maybe we shouldn't be putting him in this high-stress position. Right now, he's averaging 13, 6, and 2 on 41, 26, 100 shooting, and he's had, like, one really good game. And I think some of it is that he's the youngest player in the NBA, and maybe the Mavs should be like, 2 timelines. We're competing now.
Yeah, when has 2 timelines ever worked?
Jonathan Kuminga.
yeah, you're counting that. Kuminga, intrusive thought. I have a random intrusive thought that I'm thinking about right now. Jonathan Kuminga, good actually.
I almost put him in my All NBA.
Oh really?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Here it is. I have an intrusive thought. Kuminga is fixed.
But
That's
pretty good.
Like, and here's part of the problem with Flagg is playing out of position to accommodate Anthony Davis. They do not have a true point guard because their best point guard is D'Lo.
Yeah.
And like because of that start, he's not looking like he's even in the conversation for best rookie right now.
No, absolutely not.
Like,
big Caleb Williams energy.
I have 6 people ahead of him. You say Caleb Williams energy for so many people.
Well, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Someone's always overhyped. Yeah, it's not good for them for sure. It also doesn't help that they're having him play point guard when he's never played point guard.
What is that?
And I guess his role model on the team, the guy that's sort of the veteran that's sort of teaching him how to play point guard, is D'Angelo Russell. That's the guy he comes in and goes, "You need to play like him." You know, not great, not great, Jim. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like him there for sure. Okay,
right now because of his start. If we did a redraft, does he still go number 1?
Yeah, I think it's too early. I think he still goes number 1.
Harper, Edgecombe, Fierce, Coward, Kalkbrenner, and Trey Johnson. None of those guys go ahead of him.
Over Harper. I think Edgecombe goes over Harper.
I think Edgecombe goes over Harper too. I think Edgecombe might go number 1 right now. But hey, listen.
I think that's an early season overreaction.
Okay.
Is what I think. I do have an intrusive thought.
Yeah, what's your intrusive thought?
Chauncey Billups getting arrested, blessing in disguise for the Blazers. They're 3-1 since he got arrested.
Yeah. In their last game, they lost with him. It was to the Timberwolves, and then I threatened JJ Redick about what happens when coaches go up against the Timberwolves.
Tiago Splitter, pretty good.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy? I love an NBA coach that's also a guy you could name in a bar and everyone would go, "Oh yeah." You know?
That's why we're all crossing our fingers that Josh McCown gets the head coaching job one day in the NFL.
Yeah, that's going to be Nick Batum in like 10 years.
Oh my God, yeah, that's a great one. Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is going to be
Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles
is going to be the head coach of like the Australian national team.
That's exactly what I was about to say. He's going to be the Australian national team head coach. We're going to be watching like FIBA or the Olympics and we'll be like, fucking Joe Ingles?
Joe Ingles just talking to Josh Giddey, you know? Like 32-year-old Josh Giddey. It's going to be great.
Who's 32-year-old Josh Giddey texting at that point like a 25-year-old? Or is that how that works?
It's half your age plus 7, Adam.
Oh, I didn't realize that everyone on the planet watched Parks and Rec. I thought that was just, a smaller show than that, but okay, I can move on. That's fine. What was your thought? I got so distracted with Joe Ingles. Oh, yeah.
The Blazers good, actually?
Yeah.
I like the Trailblazers a lot. I said that before the season that I like the Trailblazers a lot.
I don't want to give away the whole list, but I do have Jeremy Grant on an All-NBA team right now.
Oh, see, I have a different Blazers player on an All-NBA team.
It's going to be Denny Advia, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Denny Advia. He's my favorite. He's so good.
I'll tell you what, if this podcast over the course of the season makes literally just $100, I will buy you a Denny Advia jersey.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the best. I love that. I have one more intrusive thought I wrote down, and then do you want to move to the All NBA teams?
I got a bunch.
I don't have any more thoughts on the Blazers.
Let me rattle through a few, and then we'll hear your last one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was right about Denver. They are very good. They are the second best team in the West, but I was right because it's not because of Cam Johnson.
Yeah, my Cam Johnson takes aren't really. Yeah, you were right about that one.
Yeah, he's averaging
as long as I'm doing
2.5
laps over here about the Blazers.
And 1.5 on 38, 31, 87 shooting, and is worse defensively than Michael Porter Jr.
It's still early, Adam. It's still early. It's week one. NFL, week one. Shortened preseason. It was a shortened preseason.
Shortened preseason. He's last second trade. He's like Debo.
Yeah, it's all these. Listen, the Magic won last night. They're about to win 70 in a row. Because they just had to get the off. They just had to get 5 games to get into the flow of things, right?
They just need to realize that this is actually Franz's team, and Paul is just the best in the NBA number 2.
Paolo has big I don't want to keep talking about the Magic. We should talk about other stuff.
Okay.
This isn't a Magic podcast, but Paolo has big Zion when he's good energy of wow, he's really good, and then you look at the scoreboard and you're like, they're still losing though.
Yeah, it's the tungsten arm tungsten arm Doyle.
Tungsten arm
tweet.
Doyle.
Yeah. My another one. Wembanyama's the MVP. That's just I've watched so much Spurs. I hate the Spurs. I fucking hate Victor Wembanyama. Let's be clear. I want him to decide to retire to go raise Jokic's horses for him. I do not like Victor Wembanyama. I want him out of my league. And it's purely because he has ended the Timberwolves' chances of winning a title in my lifetime.
You know what sucks?
What?
Is that he seems like somebody I would actually, of the NBA players, he seems like somebody I could actually have a beer with at a bar.
Is it
seems
purely
like
because
a cool guy.
of the picture of him reading Wind and Truth?
reading the Wind and Truth, yeah. I'm like, if this guy reads fantasy novels, I can chat with this guy. I can do that.
I can't wait to slide into his DMs to be like, bro, you see that?
How do you pronounce
Frankenstein? What do you think?
I can't. I want to meet him, and I want to. You know how sometimes people get random press conference questions. I just want to ask him how he pronounces Kaladin.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he's averaging, just to make the case, averaging 20-14, 3 and 6 stocks. So that's combined steals and blocks on 56, 31, 79 shooting. Also, he's 7'5", and no one can get anywhere near the rim when he's out there.
I'll give you a hint. He's on an All-NBA team, and it's not second or third team.
Yeah, I think you and I are going to have consensus on that. I got a couple more to rip through here, and then we'll hear your one here. This one we don't really need to talk about because we touched on it. Kuminga's fixed, career high in minutes, assists, points, and shooting percentage. On pace to have his highest career defensive win share. There you go.
Pretty good. I like Kuminga.
Pretty good.
I like him a lot.
He looks better in the offense, honestly. I don't know what changed this offseason, but he looks like he fits, and I hope they don't trade him now.
Seems like he got a big slice of humble pie. Is what it seems like to me.
The OKC influence on the league, their lasting impact, isn't going to be the roster or how
ball pressure.
It's just going to be ball pressure. It's literally just going to be full court press. That is going to be OKC's
every game I watch now.
Influence.
Yeah, every single game I watch, ball pressure. If I see a team not doing ball pressure, I'm like, well, that coach is going to be fired.
Yeah, and that team, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Ooh, Chris Finch. Where are we at with DEF CON with Chris Finch?
For me, DEF CON 4, I still really believe in Chris Finch, but
there's some red flags.
New ownership is the problem.
Oh, new ownership.
Also, Timberwolves court. I don't know if you've watched any Timberwolves home games. They changed their lighting setup, so they basically took away the ambient lighting on the fans and added in more stadium lighting on the court. Looks awesome.
You know how some NBA courts just look terrible?
Yes.
You're the design isn't terrible, but it's clearly the lighting scheme.
Yes.
This needs to be changed. There's a few stadiums, the Maverick Stadium, the Kings Stadium, where I'm just it looks like you're playing in an open gym.
Yeah.
Even though it's an NBA stadium. You know what I mean?
My theory on it initially was it's hockey market stadiums, but a lot of hockey markets have fixed their lighting. The Wizards court used to look terrible, and I feel like they've made it look better.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I agree. I don't have anything more to say about that other than fixture lighting schemes NBA. We should do a team ranking by court by stadium design and lighting.
Hey, there's plenty of time in February where all the basketball's lame, so we'll definitely need to burn through some stuff then.
All-Star break.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to talk about the All-Star game.
Fuck the All-Star game. Two more. The Pelicans are better than last in the NBA, but not by that much. They look good. Like, Zion looked good against Wemby. That being said, he has already missed a game to injury,
So this is related to my intrusive thought.
Uh-huh.
So I have this long-standing NBA theory that we should just put all the not fun players on one team so they're not spread out and I just don't have to watch them anymore. And I think they all ended up on, and it happened. It finally happened. Minus Trae Young. Everybody just get Trae Young on the Pelicans, and that's the ultimate, like, I can't watch this team.
Yeah, what would be the trade there? You just trade like Jeremiah Fears for Trae Young straight
Get
up?
Trey Murphy off of the Pelicans because he's the one player I like on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I'm out on Herb Jones, by the way.
That's fine. Yeah. Herb Jones is good defensively, but that's
he's such a liability offensively. Yeah, get Trey Murphy for Trae Young straight up. Let's just see it. I want to see a Jordan Poole, Jeremiah Fears, Trae Young, Zion. Who's your five there?
Queen, who they just drafted.
Yeah, Patrick Queen.
It's not. Is it Patrick Queen? Because I said Patrick Queen.
It's not Patrick Queen.
That's
not,
okay.
It's not. What's his name?
See, because I had the same thing happen where I said Patrick Queen and Mike's like, "You idiot! That's the linebacker."
Derek Queen.
Derek Queen. I could not remember his first name. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Hey, probably not good that you traded a first round pick for a guy we can't remember the first name of, huh?
Yeah, we think of a linebacker in 2025 before we think of him.
Not even a Pro Bowl linebacker, just like a pretty good linebacker.
Get fucked, Patrick Queen. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
Fred
right.
Warmer.
I'm calling you out. It's this guy who's never played football in his life.
My last intrusive thought here, and then we can move on. By the way, I love that take. Just get all the bad players on one team. Someone call up Adam Silver. Yeah. Tell him that would help the highlights.
Well, they did. It's the Pelicans.
Yeah.
At least the Nets are fun. The Nets are like a train wreck. You're like, I can't look away.
Yeah, anything can happen here. I would rather. This is my last truth thought. I would rather watch the Nets, Pacers, Wizards, Kings, Suns, Pelicans, or Orlando Magic than I would want to watch the Pistons.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I was watching that Magic Pistons game the other night. Even when the Pistons were coming back, I was just like, wow, this is a lot of Tobias Harris floaters, huh? That's what we're living with.
The Pistons are top 10 in free throw rate and bottom 5 in 3-point rate. So everything is just a drive to the lane where someone gets fouled and they go take free throws.
Who is a realistic trade target that would make the Pistons interesting? Who could they cash in on? Because that's the problem, though, is they're not good enough that you're like, yeah, push in all your chips. Because they don't have any chips to push in. Who are you going to trade? Isaiah Stewart? Jaden Ivey? They kind of don't have anyone past Cade. Like, they have some decent mid-level veteran types guys, but not, like, real young pieces.
Yeah, you would. I mean, I'm sure they have some picks. I'm not gonna go that deep into this to pull that up. You would say, I guess, Ron Holland.
Did you know Ron Holland and Anthony Black played together in high school? Adam, did you know they played together in high school?
I know that. I heard that somewhere.
Did you hear that somewhere? Did you hear it every single possession they were on the court together?
Yeah. How about Ron Holland, Oscar Thompson, and some picks for Giannis? Is that fun?
That's not going to get it done.
No, that's not going to get it done. But I'm trying to make something happen.
I mean, I would agree. I like the Cade Giannis pairing.
Khalil Ware. Can you do Ron Holland, Oscar Thompson, and picks for Khalil Ware?
I think you could do that for Khalil Ware. Yeah, that would probably get it done.
I figured it out.
Zion. What if we put Zion on the Pistons?
Oh, great. More. I mean, at least Zion's fun, and we get like a talented player that doesn't play basketball, but a talented player into the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Because right now the Eastern Conference is a lot of like Pascal Siakam. You know, you're like you're good. You're a good NBA player, but like we got some fun here. They're big. The big Eastern Conference rookie. Well, yeah, VJ Edgecombe is fun, but like the other big Eastern Conference rookie is Kalkbrenner. You know, he's not fun. He's good, but he's not fun.
How dare you disrespect Trey Johnson like this?
I got to tell you, I haven't watched a minute of Wizards this year. I probably should.
I think it's so funny every time that Town Alone's own Mike Regan. looks at the Wizards. I'm not kidding you. He maybe looks at the Wizards once every 6 months, and he goes, "Who is this Bilial?" Like, we have this conversation once every 6 months. He doesn't know who Bilal Coulibaly is, and we talk about this, I swear to God, twice a year.
He's a 4-year, $80 million for Bilal Coulibaly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
He's getting paid more than every NHL player per year.
As he should, because he plays a good sport. That's right, hockey. I'm calling you out.
Get screwed, my other podcast. Any more intrusive thoughts pop up in your brain there?
I definitely have one. What is it? What intrusive thought? I'm just gonna look at all these teams and see if any thought just sort of pops up in my head. Just solicit NBA teams and see if we can do this. Boy, who knew Ryan Rollins was good, huh?
I have him on an All-NBA team.
You have him?
He's been so good. Oh, wait, maybe I don't. Hold on. No,
15 points a game. He's been solid. He's been nice. He's a nice player.
He's been a revelation. He's also playing triple the minutes he's played in any previous season, but he's had a great start.
Oh, actually, in relation to that, the Warrior, I have an intrusive thought about the Warriors, which is, are we sure this team is going to not be a play-in team? Are we sure they can handle an 82-game season?
let me even more than that. Can I tell you why they're not going to be a play-in team, or why they are probably going to be a play-in team? When you look at their minutes played right now, and I'm pulling it up just to make sure, when you look at their minutes played per game,
it's a lot of Al Horford.
It's a lot of Al Horford, and when it's not Al Horford, it's a lot of Quentin Post. Quentin Post playing the second most front court minutes for them right now off the bench.
Yeah. Intrusive thought, is Joel Embiid the third best center on the Sixers right now?
I was watching the Sixers, and
Adam Bona, pretty good.
Did I text this? I can't remember if I texted this or not, but like in my head, I was like, I think Andre Drummond is just the better starting center right now. I think they should just start out.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
And Adam Bona is better than him too, maybe, I think.
Like, if they just didn't play Paul George or Joel Embiid for the entire season, I kind of think the Sixers ceiling's higher than if they did play those guys.
I think Philadelphia would be happier too. I think the fan base would be like, yeah, this seems great.
And they're not stretched by anything.
Who could you trade Paul George to?
Can you make trades
Clippers?
To Shanghai?
Could we get him to the Clippers?
Do you have to cut him for him to go to Shanghai?
I want to see him on the put him back on the Clippers. I just want the 2012 NBA All-Star team on the Clippers.
Yeah, can we get LeBron traded there too? That'd be fun.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like we get the band back together. You know, it's like USA basketball, if the Rio de Janeiro USA basketball team, minus Kevin Durant.
How the fuck did we give the MVP to Embiid in a season where he played 66 games?
He was pretty good.
He was great. But it was 66 games.
I mean, I was a Jokic guy.
Yeah,
obviously.
This is the 2018 MVP all over again, or whatever that was, 2017 when Westbrook won, and I'll forever be James Harden should have won guy, and I feel like I've been vindicated.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I hate James Harden, but every now and then I look at his basketball reference and I was like, wow, he scored like 37 points in a season. That's pretty crazy, or whatever the number is.
The only person that had any shot at defeating the 2018 Warriors was James Harden, and then he turned into playoff James Harden. So
I love all the numbers that are like James Harden is Michael Jordan if Michael Jordan just didn't play in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's
for like a 3-year stretch.
Yeah, he had a 3-year stretch where he was Michael Jordan if every playoffs he went to go play AA baseball.
He was like Michael Jordan if every playoffs he turned into Clyde Drexler. That's right, Clyde Drexler. I'm calling you out.
You know what, Clyde? If you got something to say about it, come on, BASKEY, and talk to Tyler Karkara about it.
Yeah. Clyde, I love the old footage of the early 90s playoffs with Clyde Drexler, because Clyde Drexler looks like he looks so old, you know? You're like, I know you're like 29, but he looks like Satchel Paige in like 1965.
Yeah,
he looks like.
You think it's the mustache? Like, I just pulled up a photo of him in the
balding
playoffs.
And mustache. He just like, you look like he just looks like everyone's dad.
Yeah,
it's like, I know you're 30.
He looks like
30.
Yeah, he looks like if what's his face? The Uncle Phil, not Uncle Phil. Yeah, Uncle Phil, like got on Ozempic.
He looks like LeBron James's dad now. Like how LeBron's dad would look now.
Thank you for joining our He Looks Like cast, where we take one player and tell you who he looks like. Any more intrusive thoughts? Or are you ready to move on to our All NBA teams?
No. Let's do All NBA.
So let me ask you this: as a professional storyteller as you are, is the move here to go third team to first team or first team to third team?
I always like a countdown
Yeah,
to the top.
me too.
I don't like when every now and then, like I can't remember what I was listening to the other day, but they started at 1, and I'm like, wow, you're just killing all the tension.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's and you get some nice hot takes in here early that make you go, oh my god, so he has blank on blank.
Should I throw some honorable mentions out now?
We'll do honorable
mentions. Or should we actually save
yeah.
those for the end? Yeah, for the end, because then you'll be like, oh my god, that means you left off so-and-so.
So I think I texted you asking you to make it like the classic one where it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because that's how I did all my teams. So let's start off with your third team here, Tyler.
I cheated a little bit.
I also did, so that's fine.
Okay, third team, point guard, Jalen Brunson.
Got that
we
too.
didn't talk about the Knicks.
Got that too.
Intrusive.
Nice.
But he's Brunson, another third team All NBA Brunson season. Number 2, this is going to be a controversial one, I think. I don't think you're going to have this guy on here. Devin Booker.
Nope, don't have Devin Booker.
I know his team isn't good, but boy, that guy is just so good. I watched the Suns game the other night. I'm just like, he's averaging almost 30 points a game, and he's top 20 in assists in the league. You're just watching him, and you're like, oh my god, please! I'm begging someone to put Devin Booker on a good team.
Devin Booker
I really think that guy is like,
for us.
I think that guy is like a top tier number 2.
Yeah,
like
we saw that.
I mean, like we
saw that in their finals run.
If they traded for Devin Booker instead of Damian Lillard, like where are the Bucks right now? Like that,
oh my god,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a killer team.
Yeah.
Like the time he spent with Chris Paul, he learned so many like little like Chris Paul asshole veteran moves he does all the time. You know, it's the best. I love Devin Booker. I'm so mad that he's on this shit ass Dogwater Suns team. Matt Ishbia, I'm calling you out. That's right, Matt. I know you have billions of dollars. Do better. Yeah. Okay. So number 3, I have Denny Avdia.
That's my Jeremy Grant spot. So we'll say we each have a Portland Trailblazer on third team as a forward.
Well, I know Grant had that one big game, but I just feel like Avdia's like a two-way guy. He's like jumping passes. He's playing like really good basketball right now. He's just such an additive player.
To be fair, with Jeremy Grant, I'm Jerry Jones scouting him, where I watched every second of that Trailblazers Timberwolves game before Chauncey Billups got fired for gambling. I guess he didn't get fired. He's technically just suspended, but and in that game, Jeremy Grant was like great offensively and was playing like all 93 feet or 92 feet, however long the court is.
Yeah.
And I think he had more minutes than Avdia at that game. So like I'm Jerry Jones scouting him. I'm like, Jeremy Grant's great. I've watched 1.5 Blazers games the whole season, so
very quietly, Denny Avdia just turned into prime Gordon Hayward.
With
like that's
2
where
ankles,
his number
right?
Now. Yeah, like
okay.
Utah Jazz Gordon Hayward.
Got it.
Like that's what Denny Avdia is now. And I hate the white guy to white guy comparison, but really, I don't know what it is. I just love additive European white guys. You know?
Yeah. Who doesn't look a good European white guy?
Supposedly, according to Wikipedia, his nickname is Turbo. How do you feel about Denny Avdia's nickname Turbo?
According to the Lowe's commercial, they called Dak Prescott Turbo. So.
Well, I think the bit in that is that she's like, no, they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
But
and under her breath, she was like, that's actually Denny Avdia.
Yeah. Man, we should re-edit that and have Denny Avdia in the Justin Jefferson spot.
I don't know if I love Denny Avdia. I don't know what his politics are, but I'm not sure that any major corporation really wants him at the front of their
you don't think so?
Right now. Yeah. Considering he played for Maccabi Tel Aviv for 4 years, you know? Uh-oh. Yeah.
OAN?
Anyway.
Denny Avdia OAN sponsorship?
Yeah. Denny Avdia Military Industrial Complex sponsorship. Anyway,
go.
next, Julius Randle. I have Julius Randle on third team All-NBA.
Ooh, you and I have a big disagreement on that. We'll get to that.
Do you have him higher?
I got him higher.
Or do you have him lower?
I got him higher.
Okay, yeah. I struggle to have him higher when your team isn't that good.
How dare you? How dare you come onto my podcast and tell me my team's not that good?
I do have one guy in first team All NBA that you're going to be like, you're smoking crack. That maybe I should have switched it. But this is a podcast. We're trying to do something fun.
Yeah.
Randall good. I remember texting you. I went to the cat return game last year in Minnesota.
Still got the ice from that game. The ice trace.
Yep. Yeah. I brought you the Minnesota Timberwolves ice trace. And my thing about that is I remember I was just texting you the entire night. I think I texted you like 40 times about how much I hated Julius Randle. Like I was just like, Randall jacks up another 30-foot three brick.
He is automatic on a paint fadeaway after he's dribbled the ball 16 times, and he is like, it's a coin flip on what kind of night he's going to have from three.
Paolo. Anyway, moving on. Paolo is closer to Julius Randle than anyone cares to admit.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We should run with that one.
Yeah, that's our pod take. Yeah, is that the podcast where they think Paolo is just big Julius Randle? That's such a no one would ever think that. No one would ever. They'll probably be like, that's the podcast where they say really political, testy stuff, like really briefly every now and then.
That's the one where they keep calling out Matt Ishbia.
Yeah. Randall, third team All NBA. Do better Timberwolves, and maybe I'll bump you up. Number 5, Şengün.
That's also what I got. I got my center as Şengün. Yeah.
I like Şengün. He's been really good this year, but like I'm not sure. I feel this feels more like there's not another good center.
Yes.
Third team All NBA.
Yeah, I agree. It's the slow.
There's two obvious centers.
Yes, who we have, I assume, in team 2 and team 1. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the obvious two centers, and then you're like, well, I guess the only other good center is Şengün right now. There's a lot of fine centers.
Did you have any inkling to put Vooch on here?
I didn't have Vooch on here. Mainly because he can't play defense because he's a billion years old.
Yeah. Doesn't need to. Bulls are all offense.
It doesn't
all
need
gas,
to.
no breaks.
Bulls, yeah. All gas, no breaks. Yeah. You don't need defense when you score 160 or whatever. Yeah, Şengün good. Şengün, baby Jokic, basically. Yeah. You know,
I think of him as like 2025 Dirk.
Yeah, that is kind of how he plays. Yeah. He doesn't have that like fadeaway jumper game though.
Yeah, that's the one thing he doesn't have. But it's like he's a great offensive player, fine on defense, not like a complete liability on defense.
You know what he kind of is? He's kind of prime Vooch, but like
really tall Paolo Banchero.
That's a good bit. That's a podcast where they compare everyone to Paolo Banchero, right? Who do you have on third team?
Yeah, my third team, the ones that you didn't have, that I have Jamal Murray as my other guard. So Jalen Brunson, Jamal Murray.
Okay, that's fair.
Jeremy Grant,
I
we
left
talked
Jamal
about.
Up. Yeah.
Alfred Sengun, and then the other person, Lauri Markkanen.
I have Lauri on an All NBA team.
Ooh, I'm too low on Lauri, according to Tyler Karkar of the podcast. Second team?
Steph Curry.
I got Steph on my first team.
Okay. Curry's been really good this year. I think this is just more a case of the two guards I have on first team. I would just take over Curry right now.
Fair.
More than Curry. A knock on Curry. He's Curry, you know?
Yeah.
He's classic late career Curry, where he's still very good. He's like a notch below his MVP caliber stretch, but still like one of the 5 best guards in basketball.
Yep.
Just the best. I'm going to be so sad when Curry's not good anymore. That's going to be like
it's going to be more heartbreaking
the worst.
When Curry leaves than when LeBron leaves. And like LeBron's been my whole life. Well,
LeBron kind of faded away. You know, he didn't burn out. He faded away. Yeah. And that's a bummer.
He's fading out with injuries, which happens with age, and also like the person LeBron is a lot harder to like than the person Steph Curry.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. How do you feel about Steph Curry's movie coming out next year, GOAT, about a goat who plays basketball?
This could literally be that you're making this up to test to see if I'm going to do that thing where like you drop a fake name to see if people are sycophantic to you. Like you could have just made that up so that to see if I pretend to know movies.
Well, you know, go one way or the other. You know, your choice.
Well,
buddy,
I'm gonna go and say I was surprised when they tapped Lars von Trier to direct it. I think that's interesting for GOAT. I had not heard of Goat before that. I was not familiar with this game.
It is a real movie. A real movie. Number 2, my 2 on my second team All NBA, Austin Reeves.
That's who I got too.
Yeah. Boy, Intrusive thought Reeves better than Luka? No.
That one took me a second because something loudly fell off my chair, and then it clicked that you'd said that.
I was expecting a reaction. Yeah, Reeves is 3rd in the NBA in assists.
Yeah, he's been
10 a game.
Suddenly the Luka Reeves future for the Lakers looks great on offense.
But that's my thing is they're both so good. I'm kind of concerned because they play the same position. They do the same thing. I'm after the first 2 games, I was like, okay, you're 1-1. Luka looked good. I'm unconvinced they can play together.
Yeah, it might turn a little bit like Brooklyn Big 3-ish, where it's like your turn, my turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Reeves for Giannis. Who says no?
The Bucks. I think the Bucks say no.
Yeah, I would think so too. Reeves for Pascal Siakam. Who says no?
Ooh, maybe the Lakers, but that one's close.
Yeah, I think the Lakers would say no. I think you could probably get a better package or a better player. But yeah, it's pretty good. Reeves knocking on the door of being a top 20 NBA player, probably, right?
I mean, at this point,
I have him top 15 right now.
He might firmly break in at this point.
Number 3, my 3 second team All NBA, Durant.
Damn,
Kevin Durant.
You got Durant a lot higher than I do. I don't even have him on my list.
Yeah, I know the Rockets are 2-2, and they could be better, and people have a lot of questions, and Reed Shepherd is unplayable. But Durant's just every time I watch those games, I'm just like, God, Durant's so good. Every time I watch a Rockets game, I'm like, God, this guy's a veteran. This guy knows where he's at. This guy knows what he's doing.
They're
still averaging 27 a game. He's still quite good.
What more? 9.6 points, 3.4 rebounds, 1 assist on 42, 28, 80 shooting. Not much better than Reed. I guess that there was really a lose-lose with who they moved on from there.
Yeah, not great. They did a whiff on both those guys is tough for them.
Yeah.
Number 4, Chet.
I don't have Chet on my list, but that's out of spite.
You don't have Chet on your list.
That's out of spite. Pure anger. Yeah.
That he's not that. You have to play Chet and Wemby.
Yes.
In the same.
And, Wemby's undeniable. I can't leave him off All NBA. I can leave off Chet. Fuck that guy.
Chet is so good. Look at Chet's numbers. I want you to look at Chet's numbers,
I
want you to look at Chet. And then his on-court impact is probably second to Wemby and Giannis, right?
23.
It's Wemby Giannis it's Wemby number 1 with a bullet in terms of on-court impact.
Yeah.
Then Giannis, step down. Small step down, Giannis. Big step down, Chet. Big step down, everybody else.
Where's Dyson Daniels in the top 3? Is he 2.5 or?
Yeah, he's in that gap. He's hanging on, in the gap between Giannis and Chet.
Chet, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 1.8 assists on 56, 41, 85 shooting. With let's scroll down to his advanced here, a defensive box plus minus of 1.5, which puts him in the top 3 so far this season. Behind Wemby and Giannis.
Yeah. Chet's really good. Number 5, Jokic.
Yep, got the same one. It's not a Jokic thing.
Score more. Score more, Nick.
Nick? It's not a Jokic thing. It's a Wemby thing.
It is a Wemby thing. It's the old school NBA thing,
Yeah.
Only 20 points per game,
Yeah.
I'm not a box score guy, but
get
those numbers up.
Need to get that Matthew McConaughey drop in there.
I know you lead the league in assists, but and your top 10 in rebounds, and your shooting splits are insane. But we get those numbers up.
Nick. My second team, you and I had. I think the only ones that we both had were Austin Reeves and Nikola Jokic. I had Maxey.
Oh, you had Curry first. That's right.
Yeah, I had Maxey.
I have Maxey.
Jimmy Butler
on a team. I don't have Jimmy Butler on a team. No.
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't play as much, but he's been off to a healthy start. And
Jimmy's
Gordon,
in my honorable mentions. Aaron Gordon's a good call.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon's a good call. I feel like his season is skewed by the fact that he opened the season with a 50 burger.
What?
And since then he's just been good Aaron Gordon, normal good Aaron Gordon.
He's shooting like he's fucking Klay Thompson. I don't know when that happened. Like when did Aaron Gordon add a 3-point game in?
Well, now he's just Sean Marion.
He's shooting 52% from 3 on the season so far. 5.8 attempts a game.
Yeah, pretty. Hey, Aaron Gordon. I always have a place in my heart for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, he's your Karl Anthony Towns, but less cringe.
Yeah, and we didn't go to the playoffs with him.
That's true. Your first team.
My first team All-NBA number 1, Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is really good at basketball.
Yes, he is.
End of take. I was like not on the Maxey train for a long time. Like I was like, oh, this is like he's like Cam Thomas, but Embiid's on the team, you know, like
right.
But this dude's leading the NBA in points per game.
Yeah,
through five games, averaging 38 a game.
Yeah,
8 assists. I mean, like this guy is going absolutely crazy, and they're winning.
Let me ask you this,
and they're winning too.
For that, is it the New Balance commercial that he's in?
Yeah.
If you had to power rank the players involved in that commercial, so it's Ohtani, Maxey, Cooper Flag,
and a WNBA player who is shit.
The girl. On the,
it's Cameron Brink.
And then I think there's a cut of it with Naomi Osaka.
Yes, there is.
So for power ranking that, how are we ranking that? It's like
Ohtani number 1.
Ohtani 1,
right?
Number 2, Maxey.
Yeah, I gotta imagine. Cameron Brink didn't play last year.
Yeah, so
Cameron Brink missed the entire season.
Number 2, Maxey. Number 3, Osaka, because she still doesn't win any majors. 4 Flag, 5 Brink. Are we going 4 Brink, 5 Flag?
I feel like you gotta go. Oh, that's a tough call, Flag or Brink. Brink didn't play last year, so I think I would probably go Flag.
Okay.
You know, best abilities, availability.
Yes.
But like it's closed.
So there's our definitive New Balance commercial rankings.
Yeah. There's a big thing this year in LA. I don't know if you saw this WNBA story about Cameron Brink and the Sparks, where they had like an open tryout for like a scout team for the Sparks, where they had like guys come in and they're like, we want like former like college basketball players and like, you know, to come be our scout team against the WNBA, right? And like there's this whole thing where Cameron Brink was like, yeah, they were all like a bunch of guys were creepy.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was upsetting. That was disappointing.
Definitely a bad call by Sparks management to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I get the idea, but not well executed on their part.
Right.
Anyway, first team All-NBA, Tyrese Maxey. Number 2, SGA.
Yep, got him. Automatic
foul merchant SGA.
Foul merchant Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah.
Shea, foul merchant Gilgeous-Alexander. All with
hold on. SFMGA.
SFMGA. Yeah. Like BJCM. Bill Jacory Krasky. Yeah, I hate watching SGA play. He's quickly becoming one of my least. I hate watching the Thunder.
Yeah,
I know they're the best team in the NBA. Zach Lowe had them like top 3 in like league pass rankings. I think their uniforms are ugly. I think their court is ugly. I don't like the way they play basketball on offense. I hate watching SGA play basketball,
especially
even though he's the best guard in basketball.
I don't know how anyone has them in their top 3 on watchability when, like, I get it, they're really good, but like when J-Dub's not playing, it's like, okay, what's the offense? Well, it's SGA is gonna drive or slash and kick, and either get fouled or throw it to Alex Caruso.
To Chet.
Yeah.
It's really bad, but they're so good at that that you're just like, all right, well, I guess you're the best team in basketball again.
Like, I could cover the score and show you a clip of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander driving into the lane and throwing it out to someone who is standing above the key for an open 3-pointer, and it could just be any clip from the last 3 years. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, is SGA the most boring superstar to watch we've had
since
in
Harden?
A long time? Yeah, but Harden was putting up like he at least had like the weird like spider step back thing, you know?
Yeah, but
SGA's just like, I'm gonna lurch into you at the elbow.
Yeah, and I like SGA also has that signature move where he jumps into a guy who's already in the air. It's great. Who doesn't love watching that?
Let's talk about a fun player to watch, okay? Number 3, at my 3, first team All NBA, Lauri Markkanen. Come on down, Lauri.
Utah Jazz first team All NBA.
Lauri Markkanen for Austin Reeves. Who says no? Clearly the Jazz, because Lauri's first team All NBA and Reeves is second. Okay.
Do you think
This
either
is
team would
just
notice
about
the
the
difference?
first 5 games of the season. This is just about the first 5 games of the season.
Right.
You know, this is not. I'm not projecting. I'm talking about who are the best player who played the best the first 5 games of the season. Let me read you Lauri's stats for the first 5 games of the season. Last 3 games at the Kings, 33 points. Versus the Suns, 51 points, 14 rebounds.
Yeah. 14 rebounds. I didn't know that. Nice double-double there. 50-point double-double for Lauri.
Notice I didn't. Trailblazers, October 29th, 32 points. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks.
Damn, 6 stocks by Mr. Markkanen himself.
Now, I notice I didn't say anything before that. He had 3 steals, 3 blocks against the Blazers. Against the 3 games before that, he didn't have any, but let's not talk about that. Lauri Markkanen is getting buckets.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's not a bad defender, and he's getting buckets.
Yeah.
He has the Jazz at 2-2. They're going to have to trade him.
I was going to say, is Will Hardy going to have to bench him or trade him?
Yeah, that's where I think that's Lauri Markkanen's thing. He's like, I'm going to play so good that they have to trade me.
It is.
He wants out.
Is the Jazz plan to never actually be good and just to always promise that they're on the precipice of being good, and that way they can't fire Danny Ainge?
It's just because they keep losing the lottery.
Yeah, it's not their fault. Otherwise, they'd have Cooper Flagg, and that would have saved the whole team. Although that would have been super fun if it was Walker Kessler, Cooper Flagg, and Lauri Markkanen.
How are we feeling about Ace Bailey this year?
Haven't thought about him a single second.
Me too. Like, I remember all the excitement in the preseason, and then he's just been like not good. I don't know if anybody's noticed this, because people are like, oh yeah, Ace Bailey had a big preseason, like and big summer league. He's averaging 4 points a game.
Even worse than that, averaging 25, 22, and 100 shooting splits, and he's taking half a free throw a game to average that. He's getting 15 minutes on the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, last 4 games for him, and those that like I rattled off for Lauri, 2 points, 1 for 5 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 points, 0 for 5 from the field, 6 points, 2 for 9 from the field, 8 points, 3 for 5 from the field. Not good.
He's getting more than 10 minutes less than Svi Mikhailuk.
You want to? Is that pronounced correctly? Did you nail that one?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Svatislav. Yeah, pretty good. Not Lauri Markkanen, not Ace Bailey.
Not Ace Bailey.
All right. Number 4, Giannis.
Yep, got the same one.
Do we need to say it's Giannis and Wemby? Do we want to spend a lot of time on these guys? I feel like we should. Like, they're the 2 best players in the league right now. But
yeah, I mean, the Wemby thing we already talked about earlier when I gave you his MVP stats. Giannis, we should do our due diligence here and just talk about him for a second. Almost single-handedly with him and Rollins, obviously number 2 player on that.
Seems like he's a merchant of his team being really good. Ewing theory, they took down the Warriors last night without Giannis.
Ewing theory.
But yeah, no, Giannis is so fun. He already won a title. He's not eligible.
That's good.
Giannis is really good at basketball. Hey, Giannis good at basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. First team All NBA. He's still the same guy. He's an unstoppable, like, kaiju. You can't beat him.
Averaging 36, 14, and 7, and for some inexplicable reason, taking 2 threes a night.
He's my Wemby. You know how you're like, I can't believe I'm in the same division as Wemby? For the last couple of years, I've been in the same division as Giannis.
That's supposed to get easier.
Like 4 times
the team's supposed to be so bad.
Yeah, it's really brutal to watch these Bucks games, and it's just like, how many points does the rest of the team have? And they're like, they look at the stat sheet. They're like 12, and how many points does Giannis have? They're like 87.
Yeah. Let me.
It's like you can't stop him.
I'm just gonna read you in order of the points per game scores on the Bucks, and you tell me at the point when it starts to sound ridiculous. All right, number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Number 2, Ryan Rollins.
Stop. All
right, let me tell you the differences I have in my All NBA team. 1, I I had Steph and Julius Randle. That was it.
On first team.
Yeah, on first team.
Homer.
Besides that, we were aligned.
Homer.
Listen, I had one. I didn't even include Anthony Edwards in my All NBA, so because he hasn't been very good.
That's true.
But he's had like 2 really good games. But I did have I had to add the Homer one on there.
Yeah, bad.
With that, you want to throw out your honorable mentions?
Yes, honorable mentions. Franz.
Yep. Franz
Magic haven't been good this year, so I couldn't put him on there. But he's shooting 45% from 3, and he's a good defender, and he's really quite good. Couldn't put him ahead of my guy Denny though. Second, Donovan Mitchell. They also not winning.
No,
not great. Not great, Jim. Pretty hurt. The team seems pretty hurt for a team that
they're the 49ers every year. They're just injured at every important position. They're always hurt.
VJ Edgecombe.
Excellent.
His numbers are there. Like he might as well be an All-NBA guy already. He's in the conversation.
I already called him a top 5
guard
guard
in the
in
East.
the
Top 5
East.
guard in the East. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I did have Jimmy Butler, honorable mention. I really liked the Warriors in stretches. Like I'll turn on the Warriors and I'm like, man, these guys are going to be really good this year. And then I'll like flip to another section and I'm like, oh boy, this is a lot of Al Horford.
Yeah.
You know, it's like these guys are so old. I would not put money on them, but I really like them. You know, does that make sense?
It does.
I would not put. I have no faith, but I do like them.
Right. People think that an age cliff works because someone just gets out athlete, but it's not always that. Sometimes it's just people like start accumulating injuries, and the Warriors are going to be super susceptible to that.
Yeah, it's like I like pods, but I'm like there's going to be a point in this season where they're like pods. You're our number 2 guy.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, Jimmy's resting. Draymond's out. It's going to be Steph and Pods, and Pods is going to have to take like 12 3-pointers in a
12
game.
threes.
Yeah.
Do you see Pods have the chase down block?
Yes.
That was sick. Jeremy Grant was my other one.
Sorry,
I love the Blazers, dude. And I'm so sad that Scoot's bad. Imagine if Scoot was good on this Blazers team. I'd be so all in.
I big shorted on my Scoot stock 2 seasons ago, so I'm contractually obligated to say that I'm glad Scoot's bad, and I never believed in him.
I don't watch enough tape pre-draft unless the Magic have a top 3 pick to have like a take on draft picks.
No,
you know?
me either.
Seems like that guy might be good.
I should not be a draft authority at all, and yet I will come here in April and I will tell you my draft thoughts.
Yeah, well, listen, what else are we doing here?
Right.
You're as qualified as anybody on ESPN now these days.
That's true.
Zach
Yeah.
Lowe's gone.
Yeah.
I guess Legs is pretty good. Legs is fine.
Yeah.
That's all I had for honorable mentions. I'm not, we could go farther down the list, but those are the only guys I really thought about to put on the list.
I think we rounded it out nicely. I don't have anyone that neither one of us mentioned written down anywhere. So there's our 1 week All NBA team. We'll come back and do this again after they announce their All NBA teams and tell you who they got wrong. So here's where we should insert 8 minutes of Bugonia before we get to our final segment.
Yeah. Let me just break off this take for you.
Yeah, let me get you take.
Did you ever take a screenwriting class in film school?
I did.
Did you have the experience of someone like pitch day? You know, like we have the first class and the second class, so like bring like a couple pitches and we'll all talk about it, and we'll all pick a thing to write for the semester, right?
Yep.
So pitch day, there's always a guy who has like a banger pitch for a movie, right? And everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's such a good idea! Totally write that. That's such a good idea." And then by the end of the semester, you're like reading the first act or whatever that they wrote, and you're like, "Yeah, I guess this is what this movie would be, huh?" And that's Bugonia, where I'm just like, "Well, yeah, I guess this is what this movie is be." There's only one interesting choice to be made at the end. Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, you took that choice. There's not like a secret third option that it's like one or the other.
What's kind of crazy?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What's kind of crazy about it is I think this is not Yorgos Lanthimos' first "there's one interesting choice" movie. It's just done better in Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Agreed.
Yeah, because Killing of a Sacred Deer, the like interesting thing is like, is this curse real or is it all made up in people's head? That's like the only interesting question there. But then like right at the end, they add in like a second like, oh fuck, interesting level question, like spoiler alerts for anyone who hasn't seen Killing of a Sacred Deer. Like he has to kind of choose who he's gonna kill at the end of that movie, and that's like the second. I guess we should have said spoiler alerts for Bugonia. Well, we didn't spoil anything for Bugonia yet, but
we can spoil it. I feel like we should.
I mean,
it's fine.
No reason not to. But sorry,
we
Mike.
both like I think both of us were like 3 stars.
Yeah, I think I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. But like the one interesting question is she an alien or not? And I also think it's so
the
weird.
whole movie is like, she's not an alien. Ha, she's not an alien. Well, maybe no, she's not. Totally not an alien. You know.
I think that
he's like, haha, I tricked you. It says she's an alien. And you're like, no, you didn't trick me.
The weird thing they did there is she went, ha, she's an alien, told you. And then for like the next 15 minutes, Yorgos once again is like, but is she an alien?
Yes. That's the part that pissed me off more than anything. Is like, if this was like a tight 90 minutes, if like her big speech is so convincing that she's an alien, like Emma Stone is so good at being like, I am an alien, you know, that you're like, oh, damn, she is an alien. And honestly, you know what shot gave it away that she's definitely an alien is when he comes down the stairs and you just see her head like looking up at him. That's a great shot. Yeah, that's a really good shot because you're like, oh, something has shifted here. Honestly, when she was in there like looking at all the aliens and like that he's dissected, like I did like that when he was like, oh, I've done this before, and you're like, he's done this before, and then they just brush past it, and then you're like, oh, he has his like murder closet.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's just like, and then she's an alien. You're like, okay, cool. Like a good screenplay to me has a secret third option, right? It's like, is she an alien? Is she not an alien? No, there's a secret third option that you're not thinking of.
Right.
Right. You know, like she isn't an alien, but she does talk to aliens. Like she's a human, but she talk. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. I don't know. I don't want to talk about like. I hate when critics are like, "This is what I would do instead." Right. It's like, no, that's not criticism. But I was just like, okay, I guess this is the movie. It's really well acted, really well performed. I'm just like, okay,
super well performed. I think it's really well shot, and because it doesn't look that much like any other Yorgos film. Like his films are always so like sterile and clean, and I feel like this and Poor Things really aren't.
I like how dirty that house is. That house, the production designer went off with that house. It's really good.
That production designer must have just for 4 months straight played Resident Evil 7 and said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Resident Evil 7. Is that one outside of your grasp? Okay, I didn't know if you were a Resident Evil 7 guy.
I'm not a video game guy, you know. No. I've never played a Resident Evil game. Well, I am playing Dispatch right now.
Don't even know what that is.
The Telltale. You know, remember Telltale games?
I do remember Telltale, yeah.
Those guys, all the Telltale devs left when Telltale went under, and they started a new studio called Ad Hoc Studios, and they just released their first game.
Got it.
In collaboration with Critical Role, like it's written with and voice acted by the Critical Role people.
Interesting.
It's good. It's quite good. It's like you're like a superhero dispatcher, like you like work for like 911, but for superheroes. It's pretty good. Yeah. And then it just becomes a dating simulator,
as all great games do.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing here on Bugonia, and then we'll move on to our final segment and close out the pod. Do Plemons or Stone get a nom for this one?
It's one of those things where they're both really good, and I wouldn't be upset if they got a nom, but like,
so Stone got her win for Poor Things, right?
Yeah, and another win. That's her second win. She has 2 Oscars.
What was her first one? Was her first one The Favorite?
La La Land.
Oh yeah, she wasn't in The Favorite.
She was in The Favorite.
She was in The Favorite. Okay, yeah. I get my.
She's very much in The Favorite.
Yeah, I get my Emmas mixed up sometimes. Yeah, because she's just a Yorgos Lanthimos vehicle since La La Land. But Plemons still doesn't have a win, as far as I know.
No, he does not.
And when he inevitably gets nominated for this one, I'm just going to pretend that it was half for his one scene in Civil War and half for his 4 scenes in Killers of a Flower Moon. He
bummed a lighter off me once.
Oh, did he really? That's a good story. Was it skinny Plemons or husky
Yeah,
Plemons?
It was right. They were in town for the Civil War premiere, and they ate at the restaurant. Him and Kirsten Dunst.
Did he ask you what kind of American you were?
I was like, you guys are the cool. He did not. He did have like the whole skinny Plemons thing going on. That's the coolest couple ever.
They're a couple?
Yes, they're married.
That rules.
They were just like hanging out with their assistant, and they're just like going outside to like smoke cigarettes and like eat sushi. I'm like, you guys are the fucking coolest. I want to be you when I grow up. You guys are the best.
Seriously, his scene in Civil War cooks. Ooh,
Yeah, agreed.
That was a good scene. It's the only scene with any tension in that movie. All right, Tyler, got one thing left. We're going to be doing this every podcast for the regular season because it'd be really hard to do it in the playoffs since League Pass finishes up there. For the next 2 weeks, from podcast to podcast, we're going to do the top 5 League Pass games and the bottom 5 League Pass games. Now I have a proposal for you. I say we flip a coin, and whoever loses the coin flip has to the best of their efforts, watch each of the bottom 5 League Pass games.
Oh, God. Oh, man, that's going to be so much Raptors for me.
we can maybe if we have like a consensus on our bottom 5 for the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whatever
any of those games, we kind of have to watch it.
Yeah, those consensus ones we have to watch.
How about we have to watch the extended game highlights? How's that?
That's fine. I'm fine with that. But you have to. Oh man, if I could afford to pay you for this, if this website brought in money, I think the move.
If you could pay me, hey, if you were paying me, I would watch any. It's oh boy, I'm being paid to watch basketball. You know.
I think the move would be to do a video essay on one of the bottom 5 games.
That's pretty good. Okay, yeah.
But I'm thinking that maybe in any consensus we have in our bottom 5 and top 5, we have to either watch the extended game highlights and come back next week with a short little 100 words on each one.
Yeah, let's do it.
1 sentence review or something. All right, let's start weekend in strong here. Do you have your bottom 5 ready, or you want me to rattle off mine?
I have my bottom 5 ready.
Yeah, let's hear your bottom 5. Let's see how much we overlap. So this is going from today, October 31st, Spooky Halloween, all the way through, I believe it's the 12th, 13th. It's the 13th. Yeah. 12th or 13th.
All of mine sort of come in a little stretch. I have 2 on the 5th. I have 2 games on the 5th.
Okay.
So I'm just next Wednesday, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm working, so I don't have to watch these.
Okay.
Games. Nets Pacers.
I have that one too. Yeah.
You have Nets Pacers?
I have
Okay,
Nets Pacers.
Yeah. This game's tough, man. Nets. You know what's funny? Did you ever get around to watching the people we pay to be in shorts, the SB Nation video, like 2-hour documentary on the worst NBA team ever, the 2011 Bobcats or whatever?
No, I've never even heard of this.
You should definitely check it out. It's great. It just follows them through the season. You know, you learn to love all the players. You know, it's the team that won 10 games. Basically through the eyes of Michael Jordan, because that's Michael Jordan's, it's based on a Michael Jordan quote from that year where he was like, at the end of the day, it comes down to the guys you're paying to be in shorts.
Okay.
It's really, really, really quite good. One of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. That team was really boring. I will say the Nets are going to be really bad. They might be the worst team ever. But I kind of can't stop watching them.
Yeah.
And what is Michael Porter going to shoot another ISO 3?
And they have
one.
They have all those rookies too that they keep rolling out there. They have 5 picks in the draft.
5 picks. Yegor Demin, Ben Seraph.
Jesus Christ.
It's oh my God, it's crazy, man. This team is crazy.
Your per game minutes leaders: Michael Porter Jr., Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton, Terrence Mann, Noah Clowney, Yegor Dimon, Jalen Wilson, Zaire Williams, Ben Seraph, Tyrese Martin are your top 10, and that's dropping off people like Nolan Traore, who's another one of their rookies.
Yeah, it's crazy. That team's crazy, man. I got to stop watching them. And the Pacers are 0-4. The Pacers are going to be bad this year. That's a bummer.
Nimhart's on IR, or he's
best players.
He's at least out. I don't know if he's on IR, but yeah, the Pacers are just snake bit.
Yeah. The other game I have that's the same night is Pelicans Mavericks. Those are the 2 worst offenses in basketball.
Yeah,
statistically.
Yeah, the Pelicans are so bad, but I love watching them.
It is that's the thing, is that's a so bad it's a good game.
Yeah,
I would watch that game.
There is going to be
a lot of intrigue
where Zion goes to try to dunk when both either AD and Derek Lively, or Derek Lively and Cooper Flagg are going to be on the floor, and Zion goes to dunk, and that'll either be the Twitter highlight of the night, or it'll be the last time we see Zion Williamson on a basketball court in 2025-26.
Cooper Flagg or Zion right now? Who would you take?
With the baggage that comes with them?
Yeah, yeah. Just like one of them is
Flag.
on the Timberwolves, like flat out. Just like they're on the Timberwolves right now. No, you don't give up anything. They're just on the Wolves.
Flag.
Flag.
I like.
I think I would agree.
I've been loving the Zion start. I think Zion's having like a really good start to the year, but my God, I don't trust him to play 82 games. Like if you said, all right, either you can bet on this coin flip, or you can bet on Zion Williamson to play at least 77 games, and if whatever you take, if you lose, we're gonna kill you. I take the coin flip.
Yeah, I think I would too. Okay. Do you want to say any games, or do you want me to just finish rattling?
Rattle yours off. I'll tell you if we overlap on any.
November 6th, Clippers Suns.
Ooh, don't have.
I hate this Clippers team.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's bad.
Team. It's really bad Clippers team. This is really the main reason I had them so low in our preseason like preview. Is the Clippers are just the worst team to watch in the world. They're just, it's like Harden ball, but not good Harden ball. And then it's like a bunch of old guys playing Harden ball. Like watching Chris Paul's brain break every time James Harden doesn't make the right basketball play. It like hurts my soul. I know Chris Paul and James Harden did play together at one point. But still, it's just, boy, goddamn, I hate this Clippers team. And then the Suns are bad too. As Jalen Green hasn't played this year. What, was he hurt?
Yeah.
When did he get hurt?
Going into the season? Let me check.
He was hurt going into the season.
You've watched a lot more Suns than I have.
Meaning I've watched one Suns game.
Yeah, he's still out tonight for the game against the Jazz.
Yeah, he's not playing, which is tough.
Because
that's all I have.
Be fun to watch. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't know, he might be. He's better than watching. Who's starting for them? Dylan Brooks. I think Dylan Brooks is their starting wing.
I think that Dylan Brooks. We should allow one player a year.
Grayson Allen
to carry like a WWE style steel chair that they can use. I think Dylan Brooks should be that player.
Yeah, he gets the commissioner's exemption every year.
Yeah, he gets to use a steel chair.
Next game.
That 3 games?
That's 3 so far.
Okay, yeah.
Next game 11. Both these next games have the same team in them. It's November 7th and then November 11th. November 7th, Raptors Hawks. Raptors. I know they're playing with heart. But that heart is shriveled and looks like Brandon Ingram ISO 20-footers. And I hate watching this Raptors team. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their deal is. I get that at least their jerseys are cool. They've got the dunking Raptor back, which
the Raptor being back is fun.
Yeah, bad. Hawks are my least favorite team in the NBA. I hate the Hawks.
Yeah.
The Hawks could finish 0-82. That's the one team I would pick. I know, like, technically the Magic's rival is like Miami, but like the team I really hate is Atlanta. Yeah, I have nothing more than Trae Young makes my eyes bleed. I hate watching him, and yet he still like finds ways to win games. So he's not like bad. He's not bad. Yeah, obviously, he's like good at basketball. And he like scores and like he does win games. He's not a good stats bad team guy. He's like a good stats mediocre team guy.
Yeah, a good stats play-in team guy.
Yeah. And then the 11th, I have Raptors Nets.
A lot of Nets.
A lot of Nets. What, you're not excited for Michael Porter Jr. and Scotty Barnes to go at it?
It's the Spider-Man meme.
Scotty Barnes is better than Michael Porter Jr.
I don't know about that. I think I'm higher than on MPJ.
Well, Michael Porter Jr.'s politics are obviously better.
Yeah.
But yeah. What, seriously, you would take right now? Take you on the T-Wolves. No baggage. Barnes or Porter Jr. MPJ.
It's close, man. Like they're the same player.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man. Scotty Barnes is such a better defender.
I definitely take MPJ over Cam Johnson.
Scotty Barnes right now is averaging a 22-6-5 on 54-55, and Google doesn't have his free throw shooting splits because I don't know why.
We'll assume he's only shooting
on
20%.
54-55, 80 free throw percentage.
That's pretty good.
Like he's just like an efficient wing. Michael Porter Jr. I'm gonna look up Michael Porter Jr.'s splits for you real fast here. And I don't want to be like, here's their shooting splits.
I had
Obviously, you take one guy over the other, but like,
I've had to double down on my Michael Porter stock so much because of my whole offseason about Denver.
yeah, Michael Porter Jr. is averaging less points, less rebounds, less assists, and all of his shooting splits are lower than.
But are we sure? Are we sure that's not just coaching? Maybe they're coaching him to shoot less shots well.
Who's the coach in Brooklyn right now?
No one knows. No one knows. You can't even Google it. If you Google it, it just comes back with an error message.
Jordi Fernandez Torres.
Oh, yeah. Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah. Interesting. Who's the coach in Toronto?
He's an Eastern European guy.
Has there ever been a good Eastern European NBA coach? Who's that guy who coached the Cavs for a year and then LeBron got him fired for Ty Lue? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Reslovic? Is that someone's name?
No.
Am I just saying Eastern European names?
I gotta Google it or I'm gonna go crazy.
While you do that,
yeah, let's talk about some bad games or good games maybe.
So the bad games I have that you didn't, we only overlapped on one, which is good. So we only before next podcast, the only game that we have to watch is Nets at Pacers on the 5th.
Okay. Gotcha.
The other games I have tonight, Jazz at Suns.
That's pretty bad. But Laurie.
Yeah, I like those teams enough. It's just that like the Suns are down some like good players who aren't going to play, and the Jazz, it's like, oh, Lauri Markkanen, and then Lauri Markkanen checks off, and you're like, oh.
What do you have against Lauri Markkanen?
He kind of looks like he would kill people in the Brad Pitt movie Killing Them Softly.
What do you have against Keontae George?
I got nothing. I got nothing but Keontae George hype in my portfolio.
Keontae George is averaging 9 assists this year. Maybe I should have had him All NBA.
Yeah, All NBA Team 3 Keontae George.
He's fucking dishing it out.
Pacers Suns. I got the Suns on here a lot, by the way. I'm just now realizing. Pacers Suns on the 3rd.
Yeah.
NBA Cup game. Pistons at Nets.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I will say, I forgot to mention earlier on my list of terrible games that Raptors-Hawks game is a play-in game or a NBA Cup game.
All the games on the 7th are NBA Cup. Here's another case for the Pistons-Nets, is it'll be at the Nets, so it'll have their NBA Cup court, which is like that gray court, and streaming that, the bit rate is fucking terrible for that court. So it's going to be gross to watch.
Yeah. I feel like they just don't think about that type of thing when they build these courts. Is like, can TVs render this color?
And the answer is on League Pass, fuck no. And my final one here, this is more of like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop game, and my bet is that it will by 2 weeks out, but I have Wizards Rockets on the 12th. I like both those teams right now.
Rockets on the 12th.
I'm waiting for it to fall apart a little bit with the Wizards. So this is like kind of a future bet that I think at some point it's going to fall apart for the Wizards, and this game might just end up being like Durant and Sengun and Amen Thompson don't play the 4th quarter.
Well, we've already established the good bad team this year is the Trailblazers, I think.
Yes. Yeah, Blazers. I don't know if the Blazers will make my bottom 5 all year.
Blazers are a play-in team. Never forget, I called it. I said that before the season.
You did.
Blazers are going to be a play-in team.
All right, let's burn through your top 5 here.
Top 5. I have Timberwolves Thunder.
Ooh, I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that was last week. I'm a dumbass. I'm a stupid person. I have. No, wait, no, yeah, no.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. I was like,
that's
wait.
past our date. Yeah, that's past our date. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Rockets Spurs is the actual one I have. November 7th.
Ooh, very nice. I don't have that, but I have a lot of Spurs on here.
Rockets at Spurs. Friday night. Amazon game. It's pretty good.
Blake
right?
Griffin. Blake Griffin's going to be making jokes before that one.
You like Blake Griffin? Is he good?
I don't know. He's in the Wayfair commercials, and it makes me like him less. Blake Griffin's in the Wayfair commercials as like just a dude. Like at no point is anyone like, oh fuck, it's Blake Griffin. He's just like, I'm a random actor, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, that's a good point. Warriors Nuggets.
I got Warriors Nuggets.
Warriors Nuggets. I'm excited for that one. That's a good test for the Warriors for me.
Also an NBA Cup game.
I want to see. Oh, interesting. What's Denver's NBA Cup court look like? Let's see.
I hope that it's like it won't be because it's not one of their colors, but I wish it was just like black hole black, like so dark that it absorbed light. Why does anyone do a court like that? That'd be intense.
Actually, not bad.
Let me pull it up.
Like, not good. Like, it's definitely insane. It's an insane, like, NBA 2K create a court, but it's not the worst one I've seen. I like their color palette.
I like the strip down the middle that makes it look like you're going to play curling.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I like their colors, these new Denver colors, because they're not, like, it's not stock red and blue. They, like, kind of desaturated both of them.
It's good.
And
like,
it's kind of cool.
They're knocking it out of the park with their designs. They do every year. Like their alternative.
Denver has great jerseys. Denver great team design.
Let's see. The Nuggets.
For a team that's Nuggets.
Nuggets, Broncos, and Avalanche all have great team designs. I don't know shit about the Rockets.
Yeah, they might be the best citywide team design.
Yeah,
for sure.
There you go. There's an offseason pod for us.
Worst citywide team design, Dallas.
Oh God, I hate the Stars uniforms. That's a good one. Yeah.
Stars are awful. The Mavericks are the Mavericks and the Cowboys are the most boring.
Yeah.
Uniforms and courts and stuff in sports. It's just like blue, like stock blue and white.
It's like off-white too. It's like eggshell.
Yeah, it's gross. I hate this. I hate Dallas uniforms. It's the ugliest city in America. That's not true. It's pretty ugly though. Next game I have Magic at Knicks, November 12th.
If we had honorable mentions for that, that'd be my honorable mentions, but I didn't put it down.
This is my bar for the season. This is my Jamal Mosley DEFCON 1 bar.
Okay.
I want to see how they look like leading into that game over the next 2 weeks, and I want to see how they perform against a top tier East talent. Mm-hmm. And depending on how that goes, that will inform my belief in this team the rest of the season.
That's a good call. That's a good DEFCON 1 bar.
Yeah.
So in this situation, Jamal Mosley's Idris Elba, and we're not going to see him until the third act. Is that what's happening?
Do you think? Well, how many podcasts does Jamal Mosley listen to?
Yeah, does he listen to is that how he got the idea to call him the Orlando Magic? He's like, I was listening to a podcast.
I was listening to a podcast where it said that the NBA team, the Orlando Magic, are a house of dynamite, are a house of non-shooters,
a house of layups.
Is the Magic shooting coach Tracy Letts the guy who's like, we should just blow him up, fire all the nukes?
Tracy Letts cooks in that movie, man. He's so good.
That movie's bad. I'm sorry.
It's not great.
The movie sucks.
It's not great.
I had to turn off the Big Picture podcast about that one because like I didn't like the podcast and I had listened to I didn't like the movie, and then I had listened to the Blank Check episode where they also didn't like it, and I was like, I can't listen to anyone say anything good about this movie. This movie sucks. I do want to see Strange Days though. I'm gonna go back and watch some good Bigelow. Next, Rockets Bucks, November 9th.
That's good. Yeah, I got that one.
I want to see the Bucks beat a team that with an average age like under 38. You know, I love the Warriors, but let's see if they can beat a team that's in their generation. Minus KD, I guess.
Yeah, minus KD. And let's just all hope for the Reed Shepherd breakout game. You know,
it's gonna happen. Don't worry. Don't worry, Adam. It's gonna be fine. I don't really have another like banger game. Okay. I feel like I'm missing one.
I want to go. I got a couple you didn't mention here.
Yeah.
76ers Bulls on the 4th.
Sixers Bulls pretty good. Yeah.
The Bulls right now, like once again, they're I was going to call them East Coast Wizards, but they're all Eastern Conference Wizards, but they're all Eastern Conference. The Bulls at any second could fall apart, but they are just like we said earlier, all gas no brakes. And so are the 76ers. And that's just going to be like 138, 136 at the end of it.
Yeah. I do tend to agree with that. That'll be cool. Yeah.
Spurs Lakers on the 5th.
Spurs Lakers.
Luka should be back for that one.
That's an interesting game.
Yeah.
How do you feel like DeAndre Ayton's going to fare against Wemby?
Well, the thing is that people don't know about DeAndre Ayton is that he's a max contract player. So
they were drafted at the same position. They were drafted the same. They're both number 1 overall picks.
They can't possibly be right. I've seen DeAndre Ayton play. There's no way that he's a number 1 overall pick center.
DeAndre Ayton, 16 points a game this year.
That's more than
assists. From 62% free field goal.
Have you watched 3 Lakers games? That's more than I would have guessed.
I have watched 3 Lakers games. It's on. It's just on.
Yeah,
I can just watch it.
It's Seinfeld. It's just on TV.
And you know, and the other thing is like, you know how on the Central and East Coast you're like, oh well, it's late. I don't really want. I want to watch a movie before bed, or
Yeah.
like I don't know if I want to turn on this Lakers game. Here it's like 7 o'clock. The
Yeah.
Lakers game
The
starts.
Laker game's in, and you go,
You know?
fuck, I can still go out and get a late dinner.
Oh, look, that's the best part about Sunday Night Football is I'll finish Sunday Night Football and be like, well, guess I'll go catch up on Catherine Bigelow or whatever.
I routinely say that I just need to keep moving west until I get to the point where Sunday Night Football is at 3 p.m.
Football at 10 a.m. is the best.
I'm jealous.
Anyone who says otherwise, people are like, well, I hate it. I like to have my morning to do stuff. No,
it's Sunday.
no.
You don't do anything on
Sunday.
Sundays. Shut up. Sit down and watch football for the next 8 hours.
Sit down and watch football. Yeah, exactly. And then have time to go to a movie. That's great.
Jealous. If if I ever move further west, it'll just be for the football.
Did you know that DeAndre Ayton's mom's name is Andrea?
Andrea had DeAndre. Isn't that just all the same letters?
Yeah, and the dad is Alvin. Why didn't they give him an A name?
Oh yeah.
What are we doing here?
They could just called him Andre.
Alvin and Andrea Ayton had DeAndre.
It's like
I just saw that on Wikipedia.
Will Smith's kid be named Willow Smith.
Oh my god, I never put that together.
Well, and then his wife is Jada,
Whoa.
and they named their son Jaden.
How did I never put this together? Oh my god. My third eye is opening.
The only other game that I have on here that you didn't mention was Warriors at Thunder on 11/11.
Warriors Thunder good.
Yeah, which I always associate with Call of Duty coming out because when I worked at GameStop, Call of Duty always came out on like November 11th.
Are you a Call of Duty guy?
No. I play.
Neither.
I'm to the point in my life now where I spend so much time watching sports for this dumb website and watching movies for my own personal enjoyment that if I'm going to sit down and play a game, it's either going to be one of the FromSoft games or a survival horror game on the hardest difficulty, and end of list.
You should check out Dispatch. It's pretty good.
You need to stop with this, all right? You think I got time to dispatch superheroes?
It's the only video game I've played this whole year.
So the 3 games we agree on. So the 3 games we have to watch are good games: Warriors at Nuggets, NBA Cup, November 7th, Rockets at Bucks, November 9th, and our bad game, Nets at Pacers. We'll say one sentence review come next podcast.
Yeah, for Nets Pacers.
Yeah. With that, you got anything else? Any other sports thoughts on the way out the door there? I'll send you a Google invite to each of those games, so you can put them in your calendar.
Okay, good. Gosh, I don't know if I have any other sports thoughts. Hockey bad?
Hockey good. Hockey just not your thing. All right. Let me see. Let me make sure.
I have to double down on this take. Like even if I'm wrong, just like you with Scataboo, you know. So even if it's problematic, you have to double down.
Listen, the problem with people is that they are too willing to wilt in the face of pressure. So when the pressure's on to say something nice about Cam Scatabo after his career gets ended, you gotta double down and say something real mean about it.
Yeah. Final sports thoughts. Mike, get good, I guess.
Yeah.
Nut up and put more money on Tyrone Tracy if you want Tyrone Tracy. Mike, I'm calling you out.
I can't wait for the next week's podcast when I have to somehow accommodate Matt Ishbia and Mike to retort your call outs. You got any plugs?
Yeah.
You got anything in the works?
Nothing out. We're working on it. Don't worry about it.
Well, as soon as we get to that position, we'll run you a nice little fundraising event on our live stream that gets no viewers. So just let me know. We'll get that up and going. See how much money we can raise.
We can't just hang out. It has to be content.
Yeah, of course. What would we do if we hung out?
I don't know, like watch sports on the phone together. I don't know.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's get handheld. Let's get like handsets, like install handsets in our house, an old school like 90s style. Watch sports together.
You see Ty Jerome make that step back over.
Yeah. Follow me at Talon on Adam on Twitter. Follow me at Kotan Film Pod on Bluesky. We'll actually have a Kotan podcast soon when we're doing our Oscars draft.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Either next month or in December. Once we get.
Forgot. I did agree to do that.
You did agree to do that. So let's do that.
I got to see a bunch more Oscar movies if I'm gonna really have a take on that.
Well, the good news is I'm going to order our draft in reverse order of how many Letterboxd movies we logged this year, and I think you've been so busy. I got you beat this year. I got your number.
Yeah, I think you got me beat. This is definitely the fewest movies I've watched in a year in like years.
I'm still aiming for 100. Almost there. On pace.
Me?
Me.
Oh, I'll probably hit 100. I think I'm at like 88 right
Maybe
now.
you got me beat. I think I'm at 79 right now.
Yeah, I might still have you beat, and I'm like slacking.
Damn. Can't compete.
I go on binges. Like I won't watch a movie for 2 weeks, and then I'll watch 6 movies in 3 days. You know, it's kind of that's how I do these days.
You can check out this podcast feed Monday and Wednesday next week, where we'll be posting our reactions and predictions for week 9 and week 10 respectively. Next week we'll be back on here talking about Tyler Carcara's favorite sport, basketball. Not basketball. Fuck, I fucked up my own joke. Hockey. Mike Regan. We live stream every Thursday, 6 o'clock Central. Last week, or on I guess yesterday, we played a bunch of horror games for Halloween, but usually we're playing NFL Blitz on the N64.
Have I been on a pod since the Bears beat the Commanders?
No, you haven't. You wanna do a quick victory lap on that?
Yeah. Can I gloat for a second?
Yeah. You want to talk about how Piss Pants Ben Johnson wins games for you and Caleb Williams can't compete? Or?
Piss Pants Ben Johnson better than Dan Quinn.
That's no question. I'm with you on that. Goddamn.
Jaden Daniels, the next RG3. Sorry, Jaden Daniels' mom.
Yeah. Total Streisand effect, that one. No one was talking about that,
Yeah.
and then she came out and said, "Stop calling my son RG3."
Yeah, she like heard one guy say that on First Take, and now everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So maybe hang on to the ball. Have you tried? Have the Commanders tried hanging on to the ball?
Do we know if Cam?
You know what sucks? I can't even gloat. It was just a fucking turnover differential game. Like the Commanders probably outplayed the Bears, but they turned the ball over.
But here's the thing, right? Like you talk about Piss Pants Ben Johnson. Piss Pants Ben Johnson really got into his piss pants shorts on that one, where he that guy schemes up runs that. What? There's 2 coaches in the league that are better than him at it. Like maybe McVay and Shanahan, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one where Darnell Wright blocked 2 guys. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That play? It's great.
Like we
It's
had
like reached his arms out and blocked 2 secondary players.
We have had such a good run defense, and it's fallen apart now with all the defensive line injuries, all the defensive injuries in general. But that game, it hadn't quite fallen apart yet. And there was a play where I don't even know who your guards are, but one of your guards that I made fun of.
Joe Tooney, All-Pro Joe Tooney.
One of your guards who I made fun of for trading for all the old guys, pull blocked across the line and just took out Kinlaw like it was nothing. And fucking small ass DeAndre Swift just runs it between the tackles for like 8 yards.
And then we can't run the ball against the Navy defense, the Annapolis defense that the Ravens had to ship in.
That game was brutal. I watched every second of that game, and I was like, "How is this happening?"
Maybe one of them. That's maybe the Bearsiest game that's ever existed. They're like, wow, the Bears might be 5-2. Like, look at this. Ben Johnson has them back. They're playing against a backup in Baltimore, against an injured Baltimore team, and then it's just the worst game you've ever seen in your entire life.
Game.
Like,
that
the
game,
least entertaining, most awful, hard to watch.
That game was hard to watch, man.
Boring fucking game.
Any more, like you talk about DEFCON 2 with Jamal Mosley. I had DEFCON 5 with Piss Pants Ben Johnson. That guy can coach.
Yeah, that guy can coach for sure. He can scheme it up. I want to see more trick plays, please, Ben.
Yeah.
He had the flea flicker against the Cowboys, and I don't think they've done anything like weird since then.
They had that crazy 2-point conversion early in the season on Monday Night Football. That was the moment where I was like,
yeah,
oh,
the
fuck.
garbage time one.
Yeah, Piss Pants Ben Johnson's got this, man.
Yeah, that play was sick, and it was in garbage time too. You know, like I said, no one cared about it except for us.
Yeah, we're just in our group chat being like, oh my God, Ben Johnson.
Oh my God, you see that play? I know they're still down 8 or whatever.
All right. Well, with that, we'll get out of here. Since we don't do shout-outs on Baskey, would you like to throw out your favorite member of the pre-2010 Orlando Magic?
Favorite member of the pre-2010 Orlando Magic? I'm going to have to go with a shout out JJ Redick.
There you go.
That's my guy when I was
JJ
a kid.
Sleeves, as they called him when he was playing at Duke.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.